Alright everybody, welcome back to Rising Angels Reborn. We are still trying to find the missing people and all the missing stuff. The one girl's parents were killed, which she decided that she was going to stay on the ship to help out, that she couldn't go back, you know, even after what happened. So, oh yeah, and we're trying to find the saboteur, as well. So, yeah, Saul. No space racism from you today. Alright? Alright. Well said. Indeed. I want to make sure I write a letter home to my family. They probably worry about me. If things go wrong, I don't want them thinking I hated them. So I don't think they would ever think that, in all honesty. Mom. Re-entry in progress. Stand by. Did we go through another jump so I passed out? Sorry. It feels so empty without Zuri giving me reassuring support up here. Kika's deadpan and Faye isn't saying much either. We need to find something. I need something. Not for my promotion's sake, but for theirs. For my crew's. We need something we can rally behind. Re-entry successful. Beginning scan. And so begins another leg in our fruitless chase. We should just turn around now for our dear navigator's sake. Oh, Stan. How about you shut up for my sake? I've got an ion reading for a shuttle that landed on the planet, as well as what I think might be its exit vector. What? We found them! Or the trace of them. I spring from my seat and sprint over to Kika, who was like 2 inches away, so I ran right into her. Moonfallow, get up. I want a planet readout now. They are real. There was something there that landed on this planet, and recently. Since this is another abandoned world in the middle of nowhere, there has to be a reason. Please let it not be smugglers or their ilk. Please let it be something valuable. Major Puchil, do you think this is worth investigating? Of course I do. Lieutenant Starr, work on getting me some better readings. I want the ground team prepared to be boots down in 5 minutes. No. No what? I want to come with you. Alphonse can do the readings. I thought I made myself clear when you last requested this. You did. My father is now dead. Let me go. You are clearly not in a stable mindset. I want to do something useful. Anybody can do this. I say let her come with us. We'll need the extra manpower without Zuri. I want Zuri to come with. It seems questioning my orders is the theme for today. That is a negative, Major. No. I decided last time that I wasn't going to go on an expedition into the unknown without her. If I have to play the power card here, I will. This is an executive order under the Sido clause. You are to hereby permit Lieutenant Zuri to accompany me. I'm not going down there without a trained security officer. Commander will be down and back quickly. I doubt Zuri is going to make any trouble returning to her quarters. So be it. Colonel Nelson, you'll be trading places with Lieutenant Starr. Major Hackett, you will bear all responsibility for Lieutenant Zuri. Wait, is Alphonse's last name Nelson? Or is that the doctor? I don't know. Yes, ma'am. If anyone gets hurt down there, Pachil, it is on your head. Yeah. No, everyone has weird names. Wow. Maybe Nat isn't wrong about you not being a bad guy. If you do anything stupid out there again, Lizard Brain, I'm going to make sure you never get any visitors and are cut down to 1 meal a day. Or not. I'm only letting you come with because Natalie was going to make a fight of it. You both should be thanking her. Yeah. Is she alright? This is one of those moments when you should keep your big mouth shut. This just doesn't feel right. We don't even let Faye do her in-depth analysis this time. Aren't we being hasty? There's not much time. We need to be swift. This is a bleak day when Zuri is the one saying we aren't thinking things through. We'll be fine. I'm here. She's right. We're all some of the best of our professions. Though this may be in haste, we can do it. Saul's like, if you say so, Nat. If you say so. Saul, back me up. Everyone be careful. They're right. I'm rushing this operation. I don't want Kika to suffer any longer, even if it puts our operation in a state of increased danger. If I'm being hasty, I should stop this now. This is against everything I followed, everything I've been taught. I could get killed because of this. Knock it off. Excuse me? I said knock it off. Lieutenant Starr, tell me where we think the shuttle left. Captain Moonfallow, I want a detailed report of the conditions at the suspected land site. Lieutenant Zuri, stretch and warm up for any potential combat. Everyone, check your gear, do what I ask, and meet me back here in 20 minutes. You heard her. Get everything squared away. Saul gives me a thumbs up and a pat on the back as he walks by. If he was thinking I was being hasty, why didn't he just come out and say it? This is my first real mission and I'm forgetting the basics of mission planning. This is completely unsatisfactory. Stop letting emotions play into your plans, Natalie. I'm ashamed of myself. Don't look so down. We all get caught up in the heat of the moment. What are you still doing here? You should be getting ready. If you're not going to take my orders seriously, I'm not letting you come with me. I'd like to see you try. I will. Did you forget that I have to stick with you or Saul? I'm not freed, I'm just on parole. Oh, that's right. What about your gear? Mine? I've got these fists. I've got everything I'll need to complete this mission. Where's your radio at? Back in the lab. I expect a sarcastic remark, something about how having double standards is bad. Instead, she gives me that warm smile I enjoy seeing so much. Let's go get it. We can be back before anyone else. Don't tell anyone. They don't need to be worrying about their leader is losing her marbles. I won't. You can trust me. That I can. I already knew you were losing your marbles, so don't worry about it. I move to key the unlock for my laboratory when a cold shiver runs down my spine. Something is wrong. The door. It's unlocked. Oh my god, again. Forget to lock it? You are kind of scatterbrained today. Despite how true that statement is, I've been careful lately. I didn't want anyone breaking back into my lab. I even threw Faye out when I had to go visit the bridge. Zuri is slowly shifting her stance from her regular playful self to some more aggressive, more focused. It's that same stance from which she felt we were in danger from the weather. Get behind me. Be careful. Don't worry, I have you watching my back. Clear. Whoever was here didn't stay long. Could I have just left the lab unlocked? Everything appears to be untouched since the last time I was here. I'm not going to touch anything. I don't think there's anything to be careful of disturbing. It appears I must have been losing my mind. You must have. Even your papers are still in a perfect stack. What? Yep, you really are very orderly. I'd love to say that I am, but I left in a hurry. The papers were in a stack, sure, but it certainly wasn't a very pretty one. I do a quick inventory of my documentation and ugly sketches. Everything is here and accounted for. Even if they had taken any of these, there is nothing to be gleaned from them. My awful drawings of symbols I can't remember don't have any intellectual value. Anyone who would have seen them would know. I suppose it would exonerate Faye or Saul. Both of them would have known that there was nothing of value in the pages. Zuri was locked up in a room, so there's no way she could have done it. Besides, Zuri has already proven her innocence to me. That leaves Commander Rasuna, Colonel Nelson, Major Tenzin, Lieutenant Starr, and Flight Officer Mickey. Oh, yeah, okay, Stan Nelson's the doctor. That's right, I remember laughing at him because his name is, like, way different than everyone else's. All of them have been alone in the last 30 minutes. But last time they smashed up the data pads. Why didn't they take these pictures? Because they are worthless. Even if someone stole them, there would be nothing of value lost. But whoever did this did not try very hard to conceal their presence here. I doubt the doctor or the commander would have been so sloppy. Lieutenant Starr and Officer Mickey are the two primary suspects. Kylie doesn't seem to be very detailed, and Kika is currently distraught. Kylie's too sweet and lovable. The perfect cover. And why is Kika distraught? Stupid Saul wouldn't tell me. Kika lost her parents today. She just found out the news. I told her that she should have just took some time off for everything to sink in, but she refused. It's like she doesn't care. She does care. That's what Saul said as well. I understand why she wants to stay, but she should set this one out. It's only making her more suspicious in my eyes. But a dedicated warrior would appear to do the same thing as an insidious spy. I know. Why couldn't this mission have been something simple? Blow up ship dock. Easy. It's during the most trying of times that we learn who we truly are. And who your friends are. Yep. Parents, huh? Are Kitsunes very close to their parents? Lupite are incredibly close to their families. Kitsune's not as much, but still tight. Oh. You sound like you don't care for yours. I really don't have one. Dreamons lay nest in the middle of the wilderness. Our young learn to survive and are brought into the fold of society as they grow. That sounds incredibly neglectful. I didn't think so. It was fun and excitement every day. Only the hardy survive. Perhaps that is why Zuri thinks that warriors have to be these brawn muscleheads. I guess the closest thing to a family I have is my hatchmates. You all learn to protect each other. Most don't survive, but some of my hatchmates made it to civilization with me. Like how we have brothers and sisters? Kinda? We aren't related by blood, but we are as close as any of your families. Want to know something really embarrassing? Not if I have to reveal something equally embarrassing. This one is a freebie. I was hoping to the spirits that I'd be able to have something like that here. Silly, right? Not at all. I'd be happy if we could have that sort of relationship here, though I'd also like it if we could respect the rank structure as well. Come on, I'll grab my radio and lock up again. We've got a mission to fulfill. Ah! For suddenly on the... okay. The heat. Even though I knew that this place is going to be warm, this is almost unbearable. Well, it is a desert. It looks like you landed on Tatooine. I hope there is some sort of ancient power that we are I hope there is some sort of ancient power that we are disturbing. It's a weird thing to want to happen. I hope you meant aren't. We aren't disturbing the weird power. I think that's... Anyway, I could use a nice thunderstorm overhead right now. Like an unmerciful god, the sun beats down on my latest disaster. The site is absolutely trashed. Did the researchers go mad from sunstroke? Bridge, this is ground team. Already on it. You're alone, Major. Very nice, thank you. Suck up. I don't know, Saul. He already gave me my first clue. What do you have to counter? Give me 5 minutes. Captain Moonfallow, I want you to look for signs of disturbed soil. Faye, where'd she go? To study a cactus or something. I'll look for your piles of disturbed sand. She's also gone before I get a chance to fully explain what I want done. I bite my lip, trying not to let my annoyance get the better of me. Zuri, you have the most important assignment of all. Do you feel anything? This is going to sound silly, but how many times do I have to say my security officer's perspective is the most important when it comes to safety? I don't know, ask Saul. He keeps track of things like that. Maybe I will. Well, I can't feel anything on the wind, but my gut is screaming warnings at me. Something feels off. Think it is the heat? Perhaps the tattered campsite is disturbing you? I like the heat. It makes me feel happy and at ease. It's almost like being back home again. You're a strange person, Zuri. This heat is killing me. I'm starting to think the researchers melted. But the claw marks... It's a joke. I kneel down next to the tattered remains of a makeshift tent. Their better supplies must have been left at the original site. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just like sometimes I'll hit like a typo and then like my brain takes a second. This isn't much more than canvas and poles. Still, the canvas is thick and durable. I try to tear it with my bare hands, but I can't even manage to rip a single thread. Something strong or large destroyed the site. The cuts aren't clean. They aren't the precise measure I would expect from someone using a knife or machete. These scars are wild. Are you sure you don't feel something on the wind? Large felines, perhaps? Perhaps. Nothing. It's calm. Peaceful. It's just like how the monks told me inner peace felt. Hey, don't worry. Nothing is going to happen to you as long as I'm around. I'm your protector. I'm not concerned, Zuri. You're here. You don't need to worry about me. But I like to worry about you. Natalie! Natalie! What is it? It's an audio log. You need to hear this. You should have waited to play it until I was there. Damn your pride. Listen. If he's getting gruff even with me, there is something utterly important and damning on this. My heart flutters a bit as I consider what sorts of intrigue await me. We have it. We have it. Though our blood may soak these dunes, by God, we have it. I can hear howls in the background. Not feline, but guttural. They're hard to hear over the sounds of shifting sands. Though we pay the ultimate price, we have it. We have the key to the entire universe. Though my team has given their lives in pursuit of this, I am now the caretaker of the universe. The blood. It draws them near. I do not have much time left in this world, but I will do what must be done. I will be the patron saint that they demand I become. Nobody will be able to stop what I'm about to do. I have taken the step to the heavens with no challenge from the masses. I do this for everyone. I do this for everyone. I do this for everyone. The universe is in my hands. The garbled pain tone fades to static. The universe is in his hands. Did the researchers truly find a weapon of mass destruction? I can only presume so. What are we gonna do? What can we do? We need to finish up our investigation for any additional clues. Every second we sit here twiddling our thumbs, that mad scientist is running rampant with a device we know nothing about. No key of the universe should be out there and not be accounted for. First I'm hasty, now I'm slow. There are times and places for both. This is not the time to be slow or hesitant. Saul, what if we aren't understanding this? What if there's something bigger than... What is bigger than this? I don't know, but one data pad doesn't give us a guaranteed path to our objective. This little recording is nothing more than speculation. We can afford 5 minutes to ensure we do this right. I'm not going to win on this, am I? Alright, I wanted to confirm that there are no other computers in this camp anyway. We should find some here. I doubt it. That message confirmed my suspicions that whoever we are chasing doesn't want anyone to know what they are pursuing. Then why would they leave this message? Why do criminals leave any sort of message? To taunt their pursuers. That message doesn't give us any more knowledge than that person is dangerous. I'm going to do a full and detailed investigation of this campsite, with your permission or not. I'm not going to be hasty. So Lieutenant Starr's dead parents are worth being risky, but my trying to prevent mine for dying isn't worth the same value. A mutt is worth more than me. Get back to the shuttle. The heat is screwing with your mind. Whatever. Maybe it is messing with mine as well. I can barely keep the sweat out of my eyes. My water intake isn't keeping up. Major Brumford would be screaming at me right now. I'll be quick. Yeah, that will fix everything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just like before. I pull myself into the limited shade of a ravaged tent. Who cares about the stupid radio? I should have brought another liter or two of water. The racist grump is still sitting in his nice, climate-controlled shuttle. Lousy jerk. This would go so much faster if he would just apologize to me and help out. You don't look so good. Your face is all red. That's a heat stroke. Just a bit of a headache. That's no good. Here. Zuri tosses me a worn leather boda. I run my finger over the fraying stitching and scuffed brown leather. This canteen has been through a few beatings. I made it when I was still a hatchling. A wandering elder showed me how to make it really strong and tough, just like me. Crafting. Odd hobby for a warrior. You have to learn how to make do when you're a warrior. You won't always have what you need in the heat of battle. So, non-combat related skills have their place when you're a warrior. You're not going to give up on trying to claim you're a warrior, are you? Not until you realize the truth. And I won't stop until you see the truth. I take a few swigs of cool, refreshing water. Even little boons like this are enough to keep me going. Find anything? Only this. I toss Saul's discovery to her. While she plays it, I distract myself by watching the shifting sands. I don't need to hear that dire warning again right now. That's life, I suppose. Just like these shifting sands, everything seems to be in a constant movement. I'm having a hard time keeping up. The winds of fate seem to be blowing everything around on me, never leaving the truth uncovered for long. But there's no wind here, now that I think about it. What could be shifting? Zuri, you said you didn't feel anything in the air, right? Nope. What about the ground? Slight tremors, but I figured they were... Where are Captain Moonfallow and Lieutenant Starr? Over by the... A sharp, piercing scream breaks the moment of dread in my heart. Too slow, too late. Captain Moonfallow, stay here. I can help. Trust me, stay here. I'm gonna help. We need to help them now. Let's go. Stay put. No, I'm in charge of this operation. I'm helping. Looks like Commander Rasuna is gonna add insubordination to my charges. Before I have a chance to understand what she meant by that, Zuri swings her tail and sends me flying off my feet into the sand. How dare she? I try to scramble to my feet to grab her, but she's already on the move towards the source of the scream. Like a speeding bullet, Zuri is skimming over the sand dunes. Her speed is something I can never match. Her boots look like they aren't even touching the ground. Wait, they aren't. In a heartbeat, I understand why she was the only one who could do this. Whatever is under those shifting sands would have me dead without a fight. Why didn't I think about that? Why am I not reacting fast enough? Why am I not understanding enough? I want to blame this heat, but I know the real answer is in my head. But if I can't help, what use am I here? No, I refuse to think like that. There has to be something I can do. Yank my radio out of my pack. Saul, come in. What, tired of chasing after nothing? It's going to pain me to say this, but not nearly as bad if Faye or Kika die because of my lack of judgment. You were right. We have bigger issues to worry about. There's something moving under the sand, and I think it's attacked Moonfallow and Star. Roger, I'm running the takeoff checklist right now. Where are they? Zuri took off to save them. Then Godspeed to her. Get on board. Not until they're here. I'm not having this fight. Get on the shuttle. I'm not moving until I have my entire team here. Call me stupid, but nobody is getting left behind on my watch. Roger. In the distance, I can see what appears to be a wild storm of sand blowing towards me. At the head of it is a desperate Zuri with Faye and Kika under her arms. We need to go. Those things chug along at a super fast pace. Kika? Faye? What are those things? Faye's eyes are closed. The torso of her uniform is stained in the dark red fluid of her blood. Numerous cuts and claw marks decorate her. We need to get her to Dr. Nelson now. Sorry. Saul, we need to go now. I may have killed her. My xenobiologist and roommate might have just paid the price for not keeping my head in the game. Kika, get the doctor now. Saul? Saul, I need you. Just like that, he's gone. He abandoned me when I needed him to help me get through this. Zuri has been doing her best to give Faye aid with our emergency kit. The blood. More than once, I almost lost my lunch. I had to hide away in the cockpit with a silent Saul. Kika, I need you to put pressure on this wound. Kika, she's going to die if you don't help. Right, I can do this. That's right, we need you. We need Hero Navigator Star. She's my minion. They expect this from me. Right here, right there. Major Pachil, tell me when you run off like that, Saul. Kika wasn't focused and we didn't have time to waste, just like now. Time to prove your worth, Colonel. Well, you see, you keep telling me that we have to keep you around for situations like this. Situations happen to do something. Have you stabilized the bleeding? I'm trying, but those things must have some sort of venom in their claws. I'm having a hard time. Well, alas, our anti-venom supply is just drastically small. There is little I can do to aid her. But what about that box? I mean, never mind. What box? Perhaps our lovely quartermaster needs my most recent shipment of medicines. Perhaps she is right, and there may be just enough for our dear lupine friend. There better be. I also want a full report on what was contained in that box. That you think ill of me at a time like now, no matter. Come, let us take her to my lab. Major Puchil, I want a full report. Commander, there isn't a lot of time. We need to send the ship in pursuit of the shuttle whose route we tracked earlier. Then have Major Tenzin take care of it, and I'll waive the safety regulations without being strapped in. I want to know what happened down there. Down there. Kika, I need you to tell Al the coordinates department. Are you sure you can handle that? Of course I can. Leave everything to me. Report to the bridge as soon as you are done. I want your story as well. Bridge, now. How am I going to explain this? Just say what happened. That recording was the only thing you found down there? Yes, ma'am. I did a thorough sweep of the site and did not find anything else of value. Just like the previous site, everything had been stripped of information. 2 hours at the ground site and that was all you were able to discern? Yes, ma'am. I've heard tales about how Siddos were masters at discovering even the most hidden truth. This performance is not living up to those standards. Yes, ma'am. Did you take photographs of either ground site for later study? I did not. Of course not. Major Puchil, did you ensure that your security officer had performed her checks to ensure safety of my crew? Oh, now she is my security officer. I did. We ensured that all protective measures were taken. So you let Captain Moonfell out of your line of vision. She was within shouting distance and had Lieutenant Starr with her. How could I have foreseen this? Correct. You all made the right choice at the start. When you heard from this recording that their team had been attacked, did you deem it important to notify them? That is my fault, ma'am. Saul? I was agitated with Major Puchil and started a fight with her. She was going to notify Captain Moonfallow, but I pulled her away from it. The error in judgment resides with me. Don't let him lie to you. I was the one who cared more about finding more clues. They're both wrong, Commander. I just watched them fight instead of doing anything to break it up. You all screwed up equally. As the ranking officer in charge of this operation, I bear all responsibility for what happened out there. Major, you will learn as you command that there are times when you could have prevented a catastrophe. Hindsight will always be perfect. You screwed up today in a way that could have been prevented. You let emotions drive you and let your guard down. Captain Moonfallow had to pay for that mistake. But mistakes happen. Learn from them. Tell me what happened to Captain Moonfallow. I can explain that. By all means. Faye was investigating some wildflower she had noticed on the fringes of the camp. The pup thought it was really strange because it was the only flora she had found. What were you doing? Thinking. So both of your guards were down and you were outside the vision range of Lieutenant Zuri. Well, I'm sorry. We thought everything was safe. Bearing. I'm sorry if my bearing isn't rock hard right now. I'm a little shook up. 1 minute I'm staring off into space and next there were these things leaping out of the sand. They were like large fish with stingers grafted to their tails. These long, curved, ghastly things that reminded me of the night sky. They were on top of Faye before I could do anything. I tried to beat them off Faye, but they just swarmed all over her. I beat them, I hit them, but they just kept coming. It meant something, right? She might have been gravely injured, but I saved her life. We will see in time. Lieutenant Zuri, does that match your impression of them? Swarm was the best way to describe them. I think the campsite was on top of their nest. Could they have been used as a defense from intruders set up by the researchers? I don't think so. I think they were meant to protect whatever the researchers uncovered, like the thunderstorm. Could these have been defenses against intruders? The idea is bleak, but strangely reassuring. There should have been tougher defenses if this device was truly dangerous. The calm in Rasuna's face tells me she came to the same conclusion. Yeah, I mean... yeah, if something dangerous was hidden and they found it, there should have been, like, I don't know, like a dragon or something. Are either of you injured? Like they could hurt me. A couple of scratches, nothing serious. The stingers didn't get to me, so no poison to worry about. All of you except Lieutenant Zuri return to duty. We will need all hands prepared for whatever awaits us at our destination. Where is it, ma'am? Deep space. No known records out there. We are jumping into the depths of darkness. Our supplies are limited, so I'm ordering us move to Rat 2. Ugh, I've survived on ration level 2 before, but I don't like it. Smaller portions, nothing wasted. You messed up, but completed the objective. We can do better next time. Dismissed. Yes, ma'am. Come on, Zuri. Let's stop by my lab before I walk you back to your room. I want to take a look at your wounds. Not going to experiment on me, are you? I don't know. Are you going to keep sassing me every time I say something? Stupid friggin', I'll push you out into space. Perhaps. There might be information on where these things came from that if they were a genetic weapon. I was kidding. That's why you don't joke about those sort of things around Natalie. She'll actually experience. She's done it to me. She strapped me to a table one time. It was fun, but also it was terrifying because I didn't think it was going to happen. I'll remember that. Sure you will. Okay, guys. We're going to go ahead and call it quits here on this. Well, that was intense. They were attacked by monsters in the sand. See, this is why you don't go to Tatooine. There's always something just waiting in the sand. It sucks. But thank you guys for coming in and watching another episode of Rising Angels Reborn. I hope you enjoyed it. Dr. Stan Nelson is awful at his job, and I'm hoping that he gets punched in the chops for lying about medicine he just got in for some reason. It's him. It's gonna be him. It's Stan Nelson, MD. He's the villain. Well, I love you guys, and I will see you over at all the other kick-ass games we're playing, alright? Alright. Bye!